And back on our live coverage here on MSNBC, a live shot of the crane on 57th Street in Manhattan. Thanks for staying with us as we continue our coverage of this powerful storm, which has come ashore. Now, if you live in New York City, I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. New York City is experiencing 911 overload. That means a lot of calls are coming into 911. So the city is asking us to ask you to call 311 for non-emergencies like downed trees or other minor issues or information that you might need, or should I say information that you're trying to give to get help from authorities. So it's 311 for like downed trees and other minor issues. But we are having a 911 overload here in the city tonight. We're keeping an eye on the storm surge. Lower Manhattan is on high alert. Let's check in with NBC's Michelle Franzen, who is live in Battery Park. Michelle, what's happening down there?
Well, Ed, we've also got a water overload going on down here in Battery Park. You can see these waves that are coming through. This is the esplanade, the walkway, usually that people are running on, enjoying at the southern tip of Manhattan, and the water has been just lapping and pouring over here. You've got several feet of water, and the storm surge was supposed to be anywhere between 6 and 12 feet. We've already heard the Battery, which is just a short way away from us, where Battery Park City already set a record, 11.87 feet, and that broke a record set back in 1821. So we are just getting into this storm here with Sandy on the back end. We have a long way to go to see how much water comes in. The power company has already started to shut down some of that power in sections of Lower Manhattan. And Ed, that is to help once this storm passes to get everybody back up and running again. But Battery Park, of course, home to the financial district. You've got a residential area mixed in. You've got the World Trade Center site. All of that pretty much shut down tonight. Evacuation area here as well as other low-lying areas in New York. More than 300,000, 75,000 people have been asked to relocate. The shelters aren't reflecting those numbers. People could be staying in and hunkering down, or they could have moved on with friends. We don't know the exact numbers yet, but what we do know in this last hour with these wind gusts coming in, and they are a lot stronger, we've had the mayor come forward asking people to stay in, do not go outside, because this is the most dangerous time, of course, with the downed trees. So we're also taking precautions here. We've been moving up every time this water comes a little bit forward, and we're keeping a watch out here, too.
Michelle, what can you tell us about the subway system?
Well, the subway systems, of course, were shut down in preparation of this storm. What we don't know yet is how this water may affect it. Of course, there are some areas down here where some of the subway systems have, some of their areas they end here, so they're going to be keeping a watch on that. What they don't want to happen is that water to get in there. Of course, that mixture of seawater does not mix well with, of course, the electronics and everything down there. So they'll be keeping an eye on that. They also shut down, of course, the tunnels that were prone to flooding, both the Battery Tunnel and the Holland Tunnel, and the bridges tonight, the Verrazano Narrows, as well as the George Washington Bridge shut down. So those last links to Manhattan, obviously, everyone now truly isolated here on this island of Manhattan and in the surrounding boroughs, just waiting for Sandy to pass through.
All right, Michelle Franzen, thanks so much from Battery Park in Lower Manhattan tonight. Next, Mitt Romney comes out with a real whopper on the automobile industry, and former President Bill Clinton calls him out on it, right along with everyone else. Governor Ted Strickland will join me next from Ohio. Stay with us.